हेलो दोस्तों, मैं सूर्यांश पांडे आर एस एजुकेशनल वर्ल्ड में आपका स्वागत करता हूं। तो बेटा, हम लोग सेकंड चैप्टर पढ़ रहे हैं इकोलॉजी, इन्वायरमेंट एंड इकोलॉजी घटना चक्र की बुक से। ठीक है, जिसका मैंने फर्स्ट पार्ट पढ़ा दिया था और लास्ट में मैंने आपसे कहा था कि सेकंड पार्ट में हम फूड वेब और फूड चेन पढ़ेंगे और भी टॉपिक इसमें हम पढ़ेंगे और ये 3 पार्ट्स में ये चैप्टर कंप्लीट हो जाएगा। फिर बाद में हम इससे रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन भी सॉल्व करेंगे, जैसा कि मैंने आपके साथ फर्स्ट चैप्टर में किया था। चलिए, आई होप चीज़ें आपको समझ में आती होंगी और आ रही होंगी। चलिए तो स्टार्ट करते हैं सीधे मुद्दे पे। फूड वेब और फूड चेन। The most obvious aspect of nature is that energy must pass from one living organism to another. When herbivorous animals feed on plants, energy is transferred from plant to animal. In an ecosystem, some of the animals feed on other living organisms while some feed on dead organic matter. It creates the food chain. Each chain usually has only 4 to 5 such links. Any substance consumed to provide nutritional support for an organism is called food. Food chain depicts the flow of energy through different organisms in an ecosystem. Notably, this flow is unidirectional. The correct order of different components in one of the food chain of grassland is as follow: grass, after then grasshopper, after then frog, and at last snake. It's a food chain. Now grass, goat and human also form a food chain. In food chain there are tropical levels, that is autotrophs, primary consumers, secondary consumers and tertiary consumers. The primary consumers is the herbivorous that feed on the plant. The secondary consumer is small carnivorous feeding on the primary consumer, and the tertiary consumer is the large carnivorous. Man is the primary as well as secondary consumer who feed on both plant products and meat. Now, phytoplankton. Phytoplankton, also known as microalgae, are similar to terrestrial plant in that they contain chlorophyll and require sunlight to live and grow. Most of the phytoplanktons are buoyant and float in the upper part of the ocean where sunlight penetrates the water. Phytoplanktons also requires inorganic nutrients such as nitrates, phosphates and sulfur, which they converted into protein, fat and carbohydrate. In the food chain, mainly herbivores are considered as primary consumer. Deer is a herbivorous, hence it is a primary consumer. Ants fall under both decomposer and primary consumer. It eats plant and receive energy from cellulose. Tiger is a carnivorous and fox is omnivorous. Now, decomposer. Decomposers are nature recyclers as they break down the organic matter found in the dead body of plants and animals. In term, organic matter refer to the matter that come from living organisms. Decomposers are mainly the microorganisms such as bacteria and fungi in the form of yeast and molds that break down bodies of dead organisms and release compounds that can be used by producers. The common marine food chain is as follow: diatom, crustaceans and herring. Now we study about the flow of energy. It's another important topic. The flow of energy is in the ecosystem is unidirectional or one directional. The energy entered the plant from the sun through photosynthesis during the making of food. This energy is then passed on from one organism to another in a food chain. The energy given out by the organism as heat is lost to the environment. It does not return to be used by the plants again. This makes the flow of energy in the ecosystem unidirectional. Biosphere is the sum total of all ecosystem present on the earth. According to the first law of thermodynamics, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Energy can be changed from one form into another form. According to the second law of thermodynamics, during the process of energy conservation, a part of the energy is always lost in a form of heat. So the product will always have lesser energy than their constituent matter from which product is formed. Magnitude of energy always decreases when it passes from one tropical level to another. It is notable that herbivores can only assimilate 10% of the gross productivity of products. The 10% law. The 10% law of transfer of energy from one tropic level to the next was introduced by Raymond Lindman in 1942. You have to note that Raymond Lindman. Okay. According to this law, during the transfer of energy from organic food from one tropic level to the next, only about 10% of the energy from organic matter is stored as flesh. The remaining is lost during transfer, broken down in respiration, or lost to incomplete digestion by higher tropic levels. Thus, at every level of the food chain, first, second, third, and top level, the consumers converts only 10% of the accumulated energy into the body weight. Now we study about tropic level. There are 4 tropic level in the food chain of ecosystem. They are first tropic level called producer, autotrophs, second tropic level called primary consumer, herbivorous, third tropic level called secondary consumers, carnivorous, fourth tropic level called tertiary consumers, omnivorous, and decomposers feed on all the above tropic level. Now, pyramid. The pyramid of biomass is a graphical representation that depicts the extent of biomass per unit area within different tropic level in an ecological system. In grassland and forests, there is a gradual decrease in biomass of organism at successive level from the producer to the top carnivorous. Thus, pyramids are upright. However, in a pond, as the producers are small organisms, their biomass is very less, and this value gradually show an increase toward the apex of the pyramid, thus making the pyramid inverted in shape. आज के लिए इतना ही. फिर कल हम पढ़ेंगे बायोलॉजिकल मैग्निफिकेशन, जो कि थर्ड पार्ट होगा, और कल हम इसको कंप्लीट ख़त्म कर देंगे. आई होप चीज़ें आपको समझ में आ रही होंगी और आप थोड़ा सा इसको फिगर के हिसाब से देखेंगे तो चीज़ें और अच्छे से समझ में आएंगी। और फिर हम इसके क्वेश्चन जो लेटेस्ट हैं 2020 से 2015 जो 5 साल के क्वेश्चन हैं वो देखेंगे। तो आई होप चीज़ें आपको समझ में आ रही होंगी। आज के लिए इतना ही। जय हिंद।